This is the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. I need to let you know this episode is being brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought-after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylara 9 Plus briskets, and as always, handpicked just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for the past 15 years. Every week, they are shipping out competition-quality meats to many of the biggest names in the competition scene across the nation. Simply put, teams who use the Butcher Shop win, and they win often. Not a competitor, but still have an eye for the finer cuts in life? Great news for you. The Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest, prime, dry-aged Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to people just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of their cul-de-sac. The Butcher Shop always has Berkshire, Compart Duroc, Allegiance Duroc, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock, and again, always handpicked for you. Now you might be saying, John, all this sounds great, but what about the exotic stuff? Well, rest easy knowing the Butcher Shop will get you your next elk steak or camel roast. They're going to ship it out promptly. Yeah, they can ship you some camel. So let's review. The best competition briskets? Check. The best pork selection? Check. Giving you better overall options to cook at home? Check. Give the Butcher Shop a call today, 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. Mention the Barbecue Central show for 10% off your entire order each and every time. You can also interact with them on their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop, shop spelled SHOPPE. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylara 9 Plus briskets. And this is what is going on in today's show from February the 16th in 2010, if you can believe it. Connie Rempe is in to save. She's not in to save. Connie Rempe is in to share some recipes with us. Let's get to it.
DDogsBBQ.com. Yeah, that's right. D-Dogs, as we all know. D-Dogs barbecue rub is better than ketchup. All right. Let me get rid of this real quick. And we go to the hotline. Joining me now for the monthly recipe segment, my mom, Connie Rempe. Mommy, how are you?
Good, honey. How are you?
Good. I don't have your sounder. I apologize.
I feel bad.
It's my bad right there.
That's all right.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say that we've made quite a sound improvement with you. Instead of going the phones, we've actually gone ahead and went full Skype. So you sound like you're right in here in the warmth, tropical Barbecue Central Studios here in Cleveland, Ohio, with a toasty 15 degrees outside and 2 feet of snow.
Well, we're chilly here, too, so...
Oh, yes. Well, let's not get into that conversation again.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we have you on once a month, and we like to share a barbecue lover saying, hi, Mom. So there you go. Get some love from the Pal Talk already. We have you on to talk about some of the cool recipes that you never fed us when your kids were little, and you're now letting them loose for the Centralites to consume in mass conglomeration. This time, no different. So again, we always start with the appetizer. We move to the main course, and we have a dessert section for the people as well. So as we always do with every meal, we'll start off with an appetizer, and this could be, is this my recipe, the buffalo chicken dip recipe?
Well, actually, this one is Karen Eamon's recipe.
Oh, Karen Eamon. Math genius, Karen Eamon, by the way.
Your math tutor.
Sorry, math
yes,
genius.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And basically, we are doing the buffalo chicken dip, which we're taking everybody's favorite buffalo chicken wing and turning it into a dip. And it has basically all the same cast of characters that you would have to make a chicken wing. You've got your chicken, not as a wing, but as a shredded cooked chicken. You've got your Frank's hot pepper sauce. And in this recipe, it calls for about a half a cup, but again, you can do more or less to taste. It has your blue cheese dressing And then we're adding mozzarella cheese and cream cheese softened, mixing it all up, popping it into the oven, cooking it for about 20 minutes until it's hot and bubbly, and serving it with your chip of choice, which for me is a Tostito scoop.
My chip of choice is Big Ass Spoon.
That's good too.
Oh, yeah. Spoon it right into my pie hole. Now, as far as the chicken is concerned, is this like something that you can use with that, like those Tyson makes those chicken breast quickies, or should you be making your own chicken and pulling it apart and putting it in? What do you think?
Yeah, you can use the Tyson quickie. You can, make your own. If you had a big chicken dinner the night before and you have leftover chicken, it's all good right in there.
Very good. Yeah, I love the buffalo chicken dip. It's always a winner. So once that is gone, which roughly take about 36 seconds once everybody starts getting on, we move to the main course, and we have bow ties with roasted red pepper sauce and seafood or chicken. This sounds delicious.
Well, it is, Greg. And basically, for this dinner, as quickly as you can get that water boiling and cook the pasta, the sauce is done. Huh. It's all created in the blender. You're going to take your jar of roasted red peppers, drain it off, use half and half. And for those of you who don't want to engage in that much fat, the fat-free half and half.
Right.
Or you can use evaporated skim milk. It doesn't change the integrity of the recipe at all, but it does take out some of that fat. And to that, you're going to add Parmesan cheese, basil, a couple cloves of garlic, salt, pepper. Put that in your blender, whiz it around for a couple of minutes until it's blended. Drain off the pasta, pour on the sauce, and add, whatever you like. I like the shrimp. I buy the cooked shrimp, so it doesn't take any time at all. Just put that in, or a diced chicken. And if you don't want to cook your own chicken, a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store is an awesome way to go too, which would work for the buffalo chicken dip too. You get one of those rotisserie chickens. They're a great deal, already cooked for you.
I hear you. Now, could you go completely off the board and do chicken and shrimps at the same time?
You could. I've done shrimp and scallops at the same time.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Here, it's almost like a new surf and turf shrimps and chicken roasted red pepper sauce with bow ties. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I think you were making that a couple weeks ago when I was on the phone with you, right?
I was. We had company,
Perfecting the recipe before it goes on air.
It is awesome. It's delicious. It's quick. People think you've slaved. If they don't see it, just whiz it in the blender. And, it's wonderful. Serve it with some crusty bread and a tossed salad. You got a winner.
Love crusty bread. You're getting love from Frog Mats and Barbecue Lover wanting recipes. Now you're 2 for 2, so let's keep it going. 3 for 3, we've had the buffalo chicken dip appetizer. We've had the bow ties with roasted red pepper sauce, neither seafood or chicken, for the main course. And then, of course, we got to finish it off with the dessert. Next best thing to George Clooney. Well, nothing's better than George Clooney. He's a handsome, succulent man.
And this recipe, and I know you said in the beginning of the show you never get any of these as a child. Well, you had this because it used to be called the next best thing to Robert Redford. But we decided we should update that because maybe somebody didn't know who Robert Redford was anymore.
What's better than Robert Redford?
George Clooney is better than Robert Redford.
All right. I'll take your word for it. I'm just playing to the crowd.
Man, I want to be George Clooney in my next life. I'd have been happy to be Robert Redford in my past life. Want to find out what that recipe is? Head over to the bbqcentralshow.com. Link in the show notes. Take you to the complete episode. Go check that out. Maybe this is the year Connie Rempe makes it into the Guest Hall of Fame. Way overdue. 2021. Connie Rempe, Guest Hall of Fame. Let's make that happen. Make sure you check out The Butcher Shop over on their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop. Shop is spelled SHOPPE. Mention the Barbecue Central Show for 10% off your entire order. And until next time on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I cannot wait to talk to you again soon.